Hello gamers, and welcome back to Augustine's Game Center. I am Augustine, and here is Morrowind once again. I'm a genius because after I did the first episode, I didn't save my game, so I had to recreate my character, though I'm pretty sure I made him exactly the same way. So for now, I think I decided that I am gonna at least try to do a few of these Morrowind episodes just to get things going. I don't know what animals those are. There are, like I said, there are other games I want to do Let's Plays of, and I will get to those, but for now, I'm still waiting for my equipment to get here, so I figured I could do this in the meantime, maybe try to get some people into these, watching these, enjoying them, hopefully. And since I'm doing that, I want to go a little more thoroughly through my character and why I created him the way I did. So, starting with the basics, he's a Dark Elf, or a Dunmer. I like that race a lot. It's the first race that I really sort of got into in Morrowind, because I don't remember why I picked the Dunmer the first time. I think it was just because I knew it was their sort of home turf. And then I just kind of really started liking the race a lot. Has to do a lot with the voices that they have in this particular game. They have a very sort of like deep and raspy voice. It's really cool. And then I just liked their history. You learn a lot about their history in this game, and just really got into the character. Spell Sword, mostly just the name of my class. Basically, I like being a mage, but I like having other options as well. And one of those options being swords. I like blades, long blades in particular in this game, although I do like some short blades as well. My magics, basically, these are the ones I use the most: destruction, illusion, restoration, and alteration. In Morrowind, I know some of you may know this and it'll be redundant, but for those of you who only played Oblivion or only played Skyrim, in Morrowind, well, I guess it doesn't apply to Skyrim, but if you only played Oblivion, you only have major skills and minor skills, but in Morrowind you've got your major skills, which are the ones that start out with the biggest boosts, and then your minor skills, which start out with smaller boosts. And if I'm remembering it correctly, the major skills level up slightly quicker than the minor skills as well. And then your miscellaneous skills don't get any boost, and just level up very slowly. So I picked those as my major skills because I feel like they're the most useful. I like destruction and restoration. I don't think need any explanation. All your damaging spells and your health spells. Illusion I find to be a lot of fun. I don't remember in particular just how useful it is in this particular game compared to Oblivion and Skyrim, but I like the fact that I can affect people, with stuff like right there it says it, calm and rage, charm. It's just kind of cool. And in this game you've got the camouflage too, the chameleon. I believe chameleon is illusion. I could be wrong about that. But, that might be mysticism. I don't know. Actually, I can check. It's right here. It is illusion, yeah. And then alteration is a lot of fun in Morrowind because you've got spells like jumping and levitating, which is just so fun. Minor skills, I chose sneak. I think sneak is useful, and if I hadn't chosen it as a minor skill, I would have gotten no boost, and it would have been up like 5. So 15 is pretty bad, but it's better than nothing. Alchemy is extremely useful in this game. I chose it as a minor skill because I remember thinking it levels up way too quickly as a major skill. So enchant, also very useful in this game, to enchant your equipment. Block is useful when you're sort of not casting, you just got a shield and a blade. Because in this game you don't actually block with a key the way you might in Oblivion or Skyrim. It just, your character blocks, or there's a chance that he'll block damage based on his block skill. And Conjuration, it's fun. I like being able to summon up weapons or creatures, so it can be fun. Then there's a bunch of those miscellaneous skills. You know, you've got armor, medium armor, heavy armor. Armor is like the repair skill. Blunt weapons, so like maces, hammers, clubs, and staves, it says. Axes. Spear, which is something that sort of never really made a comeback in these games for some reason. Athletics. Not great to pick as a major skill in my opinion. Mysticism. It's the magic skill I use the least. I wish I could take it as well, but I use it the least. And I can use the fact that it's a willpower attribute skill means I can, if I want to level up my willpower, I can train in this skill without leveling myself up. And if that doesn't make sense, I'll explain it later in more detail. Unarmored, I plan on wearing armor, so security, also good skill to have. Acrobatics, it's jumping. Light armor, short blade, marksmen speak for themselves. Mercantile, very low at this point. I'm gonna get horrible prices. Speechcraft also low. Hand to hand. Hand to hand's fun. I don't know how useful it is, honestly. I've heard people say that it's really good, but it's fun mostly for me. And there it is, the sign of the mage. Gives you a an ability here. It's 0.5 times intelligence for maximum magicka, so you get a boost there. Also got resist fire from my Dunmer blood, 75%, pretty good. Ancestor Guardian for Dunmer, Sanctuary, 50% for 60 seconds on self. It's not bad. And then, you know, the attributes, strength, intelligence, willpower, agility, speed, endurance, personality, and luck. So strength affects your, how much you can carry, your maximum fatigue, and how much damage you do. I don't remember them all off the top of my head. Intelligence is your magicka. Willpower is your ability to resist magic and your maximum fatigue. Okay. Agility is dodge, hit targets in melee, as well as maximum fatigue. Everything's maximum fatigue. Determines how fast you move at speed. That's a fun one to buff up with potions. Endurance is how much health you gain per level and your starting health. And personality, yeah, how well you deal with others. Luck, and it affects everything in a small way, just like Oblivion. And here's my inventory. If you guys remember from the last video, this is a new character, but I did the same thing. So picked up that iron dagger, and that note to Hriskar that it was sort of pinned with. It doesn't really do anything. I like picking up these notes and stuff. We have the directions to Chaos Cascades and the package, which we shouldn't open, according to Celis Gravius, and 87 gold. We also picked up this ring in the barrel just outside the census office. It restores 1 to 5 points of health on self when used. If you're somebody who's familiar with Oblivion, I'm just going to explain this real quick. Enchanted items work rather differently in this game. There are constant effect items, but they're very rare. Most items are cast when used, so when you wear the item, you can actually cast it as if it were a spell, and it'll drain some of the item's charge. But you use it basically as if it were a spell, but you have to be wearing it at the time. And the cool thing is that the charges recharge with time, so if you want to rest, they can actually recharge, so it's pretty cool. So let's check out the directions to Chaos Cascades. Had to get some water. Beldis Nethrend, you have been given these directions and a package of documents. Do not show them to anyone. Do not attempt to read the documents in the package. The package has been sealed and your tampering will be discovered and punished. Follow these directions. Proceed to the town of Balmora in Vardenfell district. Report to a man named TES. He will be your superior and patron. You will follow his orders. His residence is not known, but ask at the corner club called South Wall. People there will know where to find TES. When you report to TES, can't just call him Chaos after this. Deliver the package of documents to him and wait for further orders. Remember, you owe your life and freedom to the Emperor. Serve him well, and you will be rewarded. Betray him, and you will suffer the fate of all traitors. Big talk coming from some guys that just let me run loose in Vardenfell. I have the honor to prepare this at the direction of His Most Sovereign Majesty, the Emperor Uriel Septim. Glabrio Bellienus, personal secretary to the Emperor. Well, lucky for them, I do plan on not betraying the Empire at this point. I don't know how soon I'm going to get the main story quests done, but we'll try to fit it into our schedule. For now, I'm pretty new in this area of Vardenfell. I just got off that boat. We do have a map, though. Here's the district of Vardenfell. The province of Morrowind is actually far larger. You've got like this is like an island in the middle, and then you've got all this around here. Basically, is land, and this is sort of in a bay type area. So this game only takes place within Vardenfell, the island, so it's not the entirety of Morrowind. With the expansion Tribunal, you go to the Morrowind capital on the mainland, called Mournhold. It's somewhere around here, I think. But you don't leave that city. You're only ever in Mournhold, and underneath it. And with the second expansion, Blood Moon, you go to Solstheim, the island up here, which is very Nordish. For those of you who maybe have played Skyrim, if I get that far, I think you'll notice a lot of similarities with Skyrim. And actually, there's a lot of similarities with Skyrim here in Vardenfell. I think when they were making Skyrim, they definitely took a lot of inspiration from Morrowind. So, let's go back to local map here. Let me get my bearings here. I think I'm going to go back in and talk to Celis Gravius a bit. He looked like he had a little more to say.
Go ahead, stranger.
Stranger, I just left this place. Your timing is excellent. I'm looking for someone to lead a band of adventurers to Firemoth Fort. Oh. This Imperial fort offshore to the west was captured years ago by the undead horde of Grarn, who literally marched out of the ocean and overran the garrison there. That's pretty creepy. The survivors were forced to leave behind the ward of Akavir, and I'm looking for someone to lead a group to retrieve it. Are you up for it? I don't remember if taking this will make me do it right now, or if I can do it later. Yikes. Excellent. Head out back to the dock. You'll meet your crew there. Talk to the boat captain about the trip to Firemoth. May the divines go with you, and with our blessings. Okay, so I think I can still not go yet. I forgot to mention I am playing with not all, but most of the Morrowind DLC from the Elder Scrolls main page. That includes Firemoth Fort and a couple other things I can't think of off the top of my head. I know I've got area effect arrows and a couple other things. Other than that, and other than the graphical overhaul, I'm not playing with any mods. So, just letting you guys know that. I should have said that in the first video, but kind of slipped my mind. So, I've got the overhaul installed with a few patches, like I mentioned, and I've got the some of the official DLC, and of course I'm playing with Tribunal and Blood Moon. So, let's find out a little more about this place. Let's see. What can you tell me about the Imperials? I'm proud to be an Imperial. Through our allegiance and rule of law, we've brought peace and civilization to the province of Tamriel. to the provinces of Tamriel. Can you tell me anything about Chaos Crusades? Report to Chaos Crusades in Balmora. I can't tell you where to find them, but you are to go to the South Wall Corn Club and ask for him. Someone there can direct you to him. I asked you about your background already. Can you tell me anything about Balmora? Balmora is north of Seydanin. The road passes Pelagayad village and Fort Pelagayad, crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, and then turns west across the Odai River and into Balmora. The South Wall Corn Club is in southeast Balmora and on the east side of the river. I can't read tonight, I apologize. For more detailed directions, talk to Alone, the scout at Ariel's trade house here in Seydanin. But take my advice, you're new here. Take the Silt Strider to Balmora. Fast, cheap, safe. Cross the bridge and head east. Can't miss it. It's good advice. One thing I'm going to point out, once again, for people who haven't played Morrowind, but maybe are more familiar with Oblivion and Skyrim, and the reason I assume that people are more familiar with Oblivion and Skyrim is because I think people are more familiar with those games. They have a larger fan base, I think. And I personally know a lot of people who played those games and later turned to Morrowind and were a bit daunted by how little it kind of holds your hand in this game. And one of the best examples of this is right here. This is literally, instead of waypoints where you should go, this is literally how Morrowind works. The road passes Pelagayad village and Fort Pelagayad, crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, and turns west across the Odai River and into Balmora. There's no waypoints in this game. I think there's a few, maybe like 3 or something. But this is how the game works. They literally give you directions and you have to follow them. And sometimes you write them in your journal, sometimes you don't. And you just gotta be careful. Like, I remember I had one quest where I had to follow a road and turn left at the fork, and then I think turn left or right when I saw a tree up the road or something. And you know, I got lost because I messed up and I had to go back, retrace my steps, and follow those directions more carefully. So that's one of personally my favorite things about Morrowind, is just how it feels more real. You know, Skyrim is this kind of like fantasy world with limited technology, and yet you seem to have a GPS to know exactly where you go and everything. And you know, I'm not complaining either, but I definitely like this better. So he told us about Balmora. Can you tell me anything about this Silt Strider that you're recommending? Silt Striders carry passengers and cargo between settlements on Vardenfell. Fares depend on distance to be traveled. Silt Striders are giant insects. A compartment for passengers and cargo is hollowed from the creature's shell. Poor things. The driver directs the beast by directly manipulating exposed organs and tissues. Silt Striders travel between Aldrun, Balmora, Seydanin, Suran, Nisis, Kul, Molagmar, Margan, and North Landing near Vivek. My trade. I am a knight-errant of the Order of Ebenhart, and an imperial emissary attached to the Census and Excise Office here in Seydanin. I could ask him about the Ward of Akavir, but seeing as we're not going to do that right now, I don't think that's relevant. And if you hear me pause for a few seconds, I'm just taking a sip of water. Oh, so there's the boat that he wants me to take. See, it's still doing that little flashy thing. That's a graphical glitch. I'm not going to do that right now, honestly, because I don't think that's scaled. So if I go there, I'm probably going to get my butt kicked. Excise warehouse. 45 lockpick. I can't get in there. So let's check out Seydanin. We just got out of jail pretty much.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
Fargoth, eh? Well, I know you, but many people don't, so. Are you the one that boat dropped off Ought to see a boat arrive at that time of the day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. Your ring? I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring, family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? And if you remember, I did pick up a ring in that barrel in the excise office, so I suppose I'll give it back. Yes, I found it. Here it is. You found it. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. You are now my favorite friend. And that flashing is getting really distracting. I'll be sure to tell all the others, especially my friend Ariel, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now. So see? Karma. And what's your background, Fargoth? You're a commoner. Okay. Wow, look at this. It's like lightning or something. Weird. Any rumors to spill? I heard that there has been some trouble up at Fort Frostmoth. Never heard of it? It's an island called Solstheim north. Oh, it's on an island called Solstheim north of Bardenfell. Solstheim, eh? I've heard of the place. I believe there's an Imperial fort up there, Fort Frostmoth or something. Yeah, you just told me. If you want to go there, check around Cool. There may be a ship that'll take you there. That'll take you. Guys, I'm sorry. I can't read. Cool, huh? So from Cool, we should be able to find a boat to Solstheim. That's what he's telling us. Oh, and look, we've got Balmora on the map here. That's good. Little advice? Whew. You're bitter green, Outlander. Might as well wear a sign, new in town. Word of advice? Buy a little goodwill. Lose a few drakes, gain a friend. Folks will loosen up if you spread a little of the Emperor's gold around. Ain't that the truth? Luckily I have a 90 out of 100 with you. That means he and I are buddies. And he's old. He didn't look that old in the vanilla. It's weird. How about a little secret? If someone attacks you first, you have the right to defend yourself. If someone doesn't attack you first, you're going to break the law if you attack them. That's true. Specific place? Not much here. Ariel's trade house, the census and excise offices. That's the Coast Guard too. And a lighthouse. And that's it. Siltstrider service goes to Vivek, Balmora, Nessis, and Suran. The road goes north, past Pelagia to Balmora, and east to Vivek, and southeast to Ebenhart. Well, let's check out Ariel's trade house. This is it right here. And I'm in awe of how great this looks. And here's Ariel. He looks very professional.
I do enjoy a good conversation.
Let's do a quick save here. Can I... Oh, great. A map. I'm not going to take it because I'm pretty sure that would be stealing, but here you can get a good look of it here. See, we're in Vardenfell here, and this is the rest of Morrowind sort of around. So, there's Vivek. There, I guess. Neen. Balmora. Morrowind is the northeasternmost province of the Tamrielic Empire. Oh, this is long. I feel like I've been reading a lot in this episode, and I don't want to bore you guys. So if you want me to read this kind of stuff out loud, I definitely will. But let me know, because I'm looking at the time, and I'm already past 20 minutes, and I feel like all I really did was talk to Celos Gravius, so if this is way too slow a pace for you guys, let me know, okay? I'm not going to read this right now, but if you'd like me to come back and read it, just let me know. Same goes for all these sort of books and stuff we find. So Ariel. I'm going to read him a little bit. Welcome to Ariel's Trade House. I'm Ariel, publican and proprietor. Don't take Don't take what doesn't belong to you. You're a new face here. If you want to buy from me, you have to barter. If you want a little advice, free to customers. Just ask. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions or our most popular scrolls? Sorry, I just hit the mic. I don't think I need potions or scrolls, but I'll take a little advice. If you want to live to a ripe old age, buy a weapon and as much armor as you can wear and still run from trouble. That is good advice. Buy a spell or two and practice your skills. Don't practice on citizens. We call that foul murder, and we don't like it. But you can kill smugglers and bandits and other outlaws all you like. Outlaws have no rights. Wow. Plenty of adventurers make a living from killing and looting outlaws. That smuggler scum down in Adamasardis, for instance, the cave down near the Siltstrider platform. Any rumors? I heard that Hriskar upstairs is having some financial troubles. Can't seem to win a wager these days. Well, he's certainly not going to win that one about the dagger, as sharp as a scamp's claw. How about we check out the... See, I could use a new spell, but I think I'll go with maybe some... either a long weapon... I'm debating whether to take the Siltstrider to Balmora, just to get things started. From there, I feel like I can do more. Kind of want to walk though, but that means I'm probably going to need a better weapon. There's a long blade, 40 valued. No, that's another long blade, 24. 5 to 18 chop, 2 to 13 chop, 1 to 18 slash. 4 to 16 slash, thrust 1 to 4, thrust 4 to 16. Durability's about the same. This one's a little lighter. I think I'm going to go with this for now. I don't have that much money to be throwing around. Let me see if there's any other long blades. But I think those are the only two. Oh, here's some more. Two-handed. I don't know about that. Not a big fan of two-handed weapons. There's an iron broadsword. That's not bad either. I think I'm going to go with this one though, Iron Saber. It's got a cool look to it if I remember correctly as well. And I don't need the Worn Iron Dagger. It's only valued at 1, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Maybe I can afford a little bit of armor as well. I'll take any armor. There's some iron. A chest piece would be... Oh, that's expensive. Wow. Neck leather 35 for 1 armor rating. I think I'll take the chitin. It seems like a good deal. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Okay. Can I afford the boots as well? Two boots. Oh, jerk. Thank you, please come again. Alright, we got some stuff. And I know what you guys are thinking. I know it would be a lot easier if I just went back into that Senses and Excise office, took some stuff, sold it, and made some money off the bat. But I really do like playing this way better. I like the sort of challenge of starting out, you know, doing things right, I guess. And we can sell some of this extra stuff, I guess. I don't need the shoes. Oh, that's right, because you can wear the clothes and the armor. I'll keep mine. There you go. Got 11 gold.